Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Okay, so I am back at you with another video being stared at in Japan and some of so a recent frustration I have run into. Not frustration as in the staring part, even though that does can get kind of frustrating sometimes, but just another frustration that I've noticed while being here in Japan. So, for right now, I'm just going to talk a little bit about being stared at in Japan and also going into detail about the difference from when I lived in Kyoto to the difference that I'm seeing in Osaka. So I definitely feel like I got stared at a lot more in Kyoto, which is to be expected. Kyoto is a lot smaller than Osaka, and there, even though Kyoto is a hot spot for foreigners and things, the last when I visited Kyoto, I think about a month or so ago, and I went to Arashiyama, which is a very popular destination, and I was still the only the only black foreigner there. There was a lot of white foreigners, Europeans, Americans and stuff there, but it's very it's uncommon, I guess, to see a black person um in Kyoto. And I would also say the same here in Kanahanaku, Osaka, that it's very uncommon to see a black person here. I have seen a few black people here. I saw one today on the train. He was very tall. I wasn't sure what country he was from, but you will occasionally see other black foreigners and stuff here in Japan. But it's very, very even in Osaka, it's still kind of rare, I think. Um, anyway, so you will get stared at by every age group in Japan by pretty much everyone. Okay. Um, so some of the stares can be out of curiosity. You can see the curiosity in their face. Some of the stares have been, ooh, you fine. Let me talk to you. Like, and then you walk the other way type of stares. Sometimes you have stares that are can be a bit intimidating, which I just stare them down until they get embarrassed and look away, usually. But most of the stares and stuff I think is just out of curiosity and not seeing someone of my complexion or someone like me often is what I think most of the stares are. Some of the stares, a lot of the stares and stuff that I get are from children, uh, not high school, middle school and below. I get stared at a lot by that type of age group. You get stared at a lot by older people too. Um, and generally, I think it's just the staring is mostly just out of curiosity. I got stared at a lot on my commute to work, but since I go every single day, Monday through Friday, every single day, they're used to seeing me, and even some of them will greet me when they see me on the road. They'd be like, "Oh, ohayou gozaimasu," like, "Oh, ohayou gozaimasu," and keep on, going. So a lot of it, I think, is just curiosity. Some of it can be a bit annoying. Um, so because it can be annoying, I just try not to even pay attention to people around me. I've got this stone face, walk straight, walking straight, not paying attention to anyone's eyes most of the time now, because it can get a little bit annoying to keep making eye contact with people. So I just stop trying to make eye contact and I keep on walking. And sometimes that can be a bad thing because sometimes my friends will be, they're Japanese, of course, they'll be walking past and be like, hello, Erica. I'm like, oh, hey. I was out of the zone. I was in the zone, not trying to pay attention to people staring at me. So I'm just gonna just walking out, be missing my friends, and they'd be like, hey, you wanna say hey? I'm like, oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't pay attention to people around me because usually they're staring at me, so I don't like to pay attention. Um, should you not come to Japan because of the staring? You should definitely come to Japan, whether they stare at you or not. You just get over it. You're gonna be stared at. Japan is still not that used to having foreigners. Even in Osaka, it's still the same thing. You probably won't be stared at that often in places like Tokyo. I've only been to Tokyo once, so I really don't remember how it was, or I probably wasn't really paying much attention. Um, if you come down to the Kansai area, or probably any other area in Japan outside of Osaka, you're probably going to get stared at. So just learn to deal with it and keep on going. Some of the staring is not all bad. I think most of it is not all bad. So definitely come on over here and get stared at. And yeah, good. um, so just one addition to this video is just a recent frustration that I've been having in Japan. I'm starting to understand, like, if you're not Japanese, um, people are only going to want to speak English to you, and if they don't speak English, then they're not going to speak to you. Even if you speak flawless Japanese or you speak Japanese well, because they don't speak English, they're not going to talk to you. Yeah, no, it's completely crazy, right? Living in America or in a westernized country, you know, um, or just an area that has people from other countries and things like that who are exposed to different types of people, you try to speak to try to speak to everyone. When I was here in Kyoto, when I was here in Kyoto, going when I was here in Kyoto, I'm sorry, I can't halfway speak. When I was here in Kyoto in school, most of my friends were European. I didn't not talk to them. I didn't talk to them. I did not talk to them just because they were American, or because I couldn't speak German, or because I couldn't speak Russian, or if I couldn't speak French. I didn't try to not talk to them just because I didn't speak their language. They spoke English, so we talked in English because that was a common language that we can talk to and become friends with in that language. If I could have spent time learning French or German or something like that, yeah, I would have to be able to talk to them, but I didn't know that language, but they knew English, so I could, get to know them and to talk to them and stuff. And this is not everyone in Japan. I'm not saying that this is everyone, but I have noticed that there are some Japanese people who refuse to talk to you if they cannot speak English, whether you speak flawless Japanese or not. They are not going to talk to you because they can't speak English. So it is very weird. It's completely weird. Thank God that everyone's not like that. And it's like a small pool who just feel like if you're not Japanese, I cannot speak Japanese to you. But it is pretty sad at the same time. Um, and it just makes, and I guess it's probably a good thing because you're only looking to try to be friends with me to be able to practice your English, which I ain't trying to do that. Anyway, so yeah, if that's the only language that you want to speak to me in, I guess no, we can't be friends. We can't. Like I spent a lot of money to come over here to Japan, and I'm working and all that type of stuff. I spent a lot of time, and learning Japanese, studying the language, and all that type of stuff. I don't got time to speak English with someone for free. I mean, and really and truly, it shouldn't even be about the language. It should be about trying to cultivate friendships with people. And sometimes it just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes, but like I said before, anyway, so you will meet some people who are like that. And, at the end of the day, I don't need your friendship. Um, and I do want to say that this is not coming from witnesses. Witnesses have not done this to me. So I have not had problems with witnesses doing this. Just to also reiterate that. But anyway, so that's just another frustration with the language, and then not wanting to speak to you unless you are Japanese and everything. So anyway, I'm going to end this video before I start blabbing, which is what I do a lot when I'm making videos. But I hope that this was informative, and I will be back at you with another video soon. Bye bye.